Hey, Dimitri! I heard about what you did.
What are you talking about, Raphael?
Some folks are saying you lifted a whole wagon on your own. And you made it look easy.
I suppose I do recall something like that. I happened across a toppled wagon, you see. Those people needed my aid, so I aided them. But what of it?
You gotta teach me your training secrets. I want to build muscles like that.
You want my training secrets? So you can build more muscle? I'm sorry, but I honestly don't think I can offer anything that would help you. The royal family has always been blessed with immense strength. I imagine it's largely due to our blood, and perhaps our crests.
No, come on. You don't have to keep your secrets from me.
As I said, I really wish I could help, but... Look, logistics aside, why are you so interested in my strength to begin with?
I want to be really strong like you. I don't just wanna, I gotta. I've had to provide for my little sis ever since our parents died. If I want to do that, I gotta get strong so I can become a knight.
I see. In that case, I suppose I could try to help you. Though I meant it when I said I'm not sure I have much to offer.
Really? Oh, yeah!
I'm no expert on the topic of building muscle. However, for greater strength, you could try devoting more time to spear and sword training. You probably already know that, huh? Of course you do. Let's see. As a child, I was forced to train by running through the mountains all night in heavy armor.
You had to run all night in heavy armor? That sounds tough. What else did you do?
Aside from that, I trained by lifting large boulders or carrying multiple barrels filled with rocks.
Got it. I'm gonna give that a try right now.
Wait a moment. You don't want to push yourself too hard too quickly. You'll damage yourself if you're not careful.
You shouldn't worry so much. I know my limits. My muscles are gonna be so big after this.
Perhaps I should not have told him all that.
Why, Lenato? Oh, hey, Felix.
I suppose your thoughts are still with Lord Lenato.
I'm fine. I'm just frustrated by how little I was able to do. I know he was trying to protect me, but Lenato never really told me anything. In the end, I don't think I understood his feelings at all. You said it yourself. Be more moderate in your passions. To me, he always seemed like a knight out of a story. And I was so caught up in my ideals, I turned a blind eye to his sadness, his hatred, even when they were right in front of me. I guess I'm pretty far from real knighthood, huh?
Perhaps. Yet knowing someone well does not mean you know how they feel, whether family or friend. To know someone's sorrow and turn blindly from it, that is the act of a fool. But pursuing your ideals is not foolish.
But before, you said...
I said to be moderate in your passions, not to abandon your ideals. It's okay to be who you are.
Thank you. Hearing you say that means a lot.
Ah, I almost forgot. You lent me this.
Oh, the book I lent you. I'm guessing you hated it?
Actually, I already knew the story. My brother used to read it to me all the time.
Must have dug up some old feelings, then.
I suppose.
That's just what I'd expect the knight in the story to say. It's not just the way you talk, either. It's who you are as a person, deep down.
Well, I think you're like the squire in the book. He's only half a knight, but he's bold and gregarious. And he always does his best. Don't stop being that half-knight, okay?
You got it. I'll become the kind of knight only I can be.
Felix, my goodness, I swear you're always training. Such a hard worker. So strong. Hello? Felix?
What?
You can hear me. That's good. I was worried maybe your ears didn't work.
What do you want?
Oh, nothing. Nothing in particular, I mean. But now that I'm here, and now that you've asked, when you've finished up, do you think you'd like to join me in the dining hall for something sweet?
I'll pass. I don't like sweets. Also, you're a nuisance. Stay away from me.
That's not a very nice way to talk to a classmate. Anyway, you sound like you're shooing away a stray cat.
Shh, shut up.
I am not a stray cat, Felix, and I am not leaving until you take a moment to chat with me.
You are a pest. Fine, do what you will.
Oh, you better believe I am going to keep doing exactly what I will. Maybe instead of a sweet treat, we can get something spicy. Would you like that? I've heard the dining hall is serving a dish with some Western spices in it. Does that sound good, Felix? Would you like something spicy instead of sweet?
You're distracting me. When I am hungry, I will eat. Alone. Stop squawking at me.
Well, since you asked so nicely, I'll leave you in peace. Goodbye, Felix.
Finally. If you don't have any business here, go away. You're bothering me.
Finally spotted me, did you?
What do you want?
They say you're the best. I wanted to see your training with my own eyes.
Spying on people. Is that a hobby of yours? I hope you got your fill.
Enough to see how to beat you, at least.
You think you can beat me?
That's right. See, I was trained by...
Gerald, yes.
So you know.
I heard he was your teacher. Perhaps we should test you. See how much of your training sank in.
I'm ready if you are.
Okay, I'll give you a chance.
Sounds good. When?
I'll let you know. In the meantime, practice. I won't go easy on you.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be ready.
This will be fun.
Hey Ash, what's with all the noise? Did something happen?
I only just heard myself. Looks like a thief got into the pantry and made off with some of our food supply.
Stealing from a monastery? What kind of monster would do such a thing? Come on, we gotta get that dirty thief.
Definitely. I'm sure we can capture the culprit if we work together.
Capture? What are you talking about? Why bother? This is the kind of person who would steal from a monastery. We gotta take this guy out as soon as we see him. How do you expect to get rid of the evil in this world if that's how you're gonna treat it?
What? I should be the one asking you that. The first thing we need to do once we've caught this person is hear what they have to say. They might have been forced into a life of theft by some awful circumstances.
You really don't get it, do you? If you let people get away with stuff like this, it's only gonna get worse. If we're gonna uphold justice, then we gotta stop evil. Simple as that.
I'm all for the rule of law, but indiscriminate slaughter isn't going to solve anything. You can't just execute someone on a wild assumption and call it justice.
And you can't just hide behind your fancy words. You have to take action. You know what? Forget it. There's no point in arguing this with you. We're gonna have to fight this one out. Whoever wins gets to make the plan. Got it?
What? How is fighting supposed to decide who's wrong and who's right? We're not barbarians, are we? Just take it easy and we can talk this over.
We don't have time to take it easy. The thief is getting away, and all you want to do is talk and...
Hey, did you hear? Apparently they caught the thief who stole the food. All's well that ends well, right?
Oh, come on! You hear that? You just cost me my chance.
But hey, if they've already been caught, let's just leave it at that. Hello, Catherine. I thought I might find you here.
Is there something I can do for you, Ash?
Yes. Could you tell me what you know about this?
This is quite an old letter. Where'd you find it?
It was found in the bishop's room during the inquiry of the Western Church.
I see. It's one of the documents you collected.
This letter mentions my brother, Christoph Gaspar, by name. He was executed by the church for allegedly taking part in the tragedy of Dusker. I know you were the one who turned him over. But this letter isn't about that. It's about a plot to assassinate Lady Rhea. If my brother's name is in here, that means this plot predates the tragedy. So there was another plot against Lady Rhea in the past, and my brother was somehow involved.
Ah,
I can tell by your face that you know something. Tell me, Catherine. Please, I deserve to know.
Christoph was a good man. Maybe too good. It wasn't in his nature to mistrust people. So when the Western Church told him that Lady Rhea had to die for the goddess's sake, or the world's, he went along with it.
Just how well did you know my brother?
Christoph and I were friends. We were in the Blue Lion House together at the academy.
If you were friends, why did you hand him over to be executed? There must have been another way.
No. If there was another option, I'd have chosen it. But he was foolish. He went along with the plan to assassinate Lady Rhea. I wasn't motivated by a personal grudge. I had no choice but to turn him in, that much is true.
I can't believe that my brother would try to assassinate Lady Rhea. But if he did, that means the church was lying about his involvement in the tragedy of Dusker, doesn't it?
Lying is a strong word. The world was in chaos, and the church did what it had to. If people had known about the threat to Lady Rhea's life, the panic would only have worsened.
So you're saying everything in this letter is true?
You can choose what to believe. All I know is I let him die, and that's something I can never change. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Catherine, wait! Please!
Ah, Sylvain. It's unusual to find you doing something other than hitting on women.
Ah, Dorothea. I've been preparing to do just that, as it were. My intention is to flirt with the monastery's most beautiful flower, Dorothea herself.
Oh dear. And I've ruined all your hard work. You might as well save the effort. I'm not taking the bait.
Oh, Dorothea, your wit is as sharp as your beauty. Don't you want just a little flirting? Just a sample? I'm not like all the others, you know.
I don't doubt it. By not like all the others, do you mean how serious you are about being disingenuous when you flirt?
And that is supposed to mean what exactly?
Your social standing isn't bad, and you're not bad to look at or particularly dumb. You could easily be engaged by now. But you just flit from one woman to the next without settling on anyone. I bet you enjoy going out with them, but you hate women themselves. Don't you think?
Me? Hate women? That couldn't be further from the truth. I'm always serious when it comes to matters of the heart. When I flirt, I stake my life on it.
Uh-huh. I'll believe it when I see it. Staking your life on a person is the sort of thing you should only do when you're in love.
That's what I've been saying. I love you enough to stake my life on it. And I'm seriously in love with each and every girl I flirt with.
I see. Regardless, I'm not staking my life on you. So you'd better go and fall in love with someone else. Goodbye, Sylvain.
She's stone cold. I love it. Well, hello there, gorgeous. You're looking lovely today. Join me on a stroll around town? Aw, is a sweet girl like you doing all this hard work by yourself? That's no good. Allow me to help.
Hi.
Oh, hey, Leonie. Sorry, but I'm kind of in a hurry right now.
Hey! Get back here!
Whoa, no need to yell. Do you need something?
You chat up all the girls like that, don't you?
What a terrible thing to say. I see a girl, I figure it would be rude just to pass her by without at least a wink or a nice word. But you knew that, so I'm going to get going now. See you, Leonie.
Wait, now hold on. How come it's not rude for you to just pass me by?
Me? Pass who now?
Look at me. I'm a girl, you know.
Oh, I see. A girl. You're a girl. Huh. Sorry. I know it's true in theory, but it looks like my brain just didn't want to accept it. But you're correct. You are a beautiful girl in your own right. Yes, that is a statement with which I agree. I am ever so terribly sorry for being so rude, my lady. How can I ever make this up to you?
Yeah, hang on, back up. Don't get the wrong idea.
Seriously, I feel just dreadful about how I acted. This is the first time I've done anything like this. It's shocking that I'm capable of such low behavior. Even if you are a somewhat crude, spirited girl, that doesn't excuse my...
What did you just call me?
Right, of course. I'm sorry. I can't believe I was so thoughtless.
Hey! Acting pitiful won't get you anywhere. I won't just forget about this, you know.
Oh, Mercedes. This is unexpected.
Hello, Ferdinand. Did you come to pray?
I did. I quite like the atmosphere in the cathedral. It is holy and solemn. Perfectly suited to a noble, wouldn't you say?
I guess so.
You guess so? I think the matter is rather clear-cut. It is incumbent upon nobles that we pray regularly to the goddess. The piety of the nobles is a model for commoners. It teaches them the value of devotion.
Absolutely. I know exactly what you mean. I couldn't agree more.
These days, many nobles scarcely, if ever, pray. Look around. You and I are alone in this cathedral. It is really quite a shame.
Ah, well, I don't really know that I count as a noble anyway.
I am afraid the nobility seems to be losing its way. When you pray, you are usually alone, right?
Yes, you're right. I usually am.
Precisely. Where are the others? Of course you cannot force people to worship. That is out of the question. Nobles must determine for themselves what they will believe and how they will pray. A religion foisted on you without your say is not much of a religion at all. Do you not agree?
Yes, I definitely agree. Definitely agree.
On the other hand, we cannot stand idly by while...
It was great talking to you, but I'm getting pretty sleepy. I'm gonna head off to bed. Good night.
All in all, one has to conclude. Mercedes, where did she go? I must have inspired her to go out and revive the faith. Perhaps I should do the same. I cannot let her show me up.
That was my worst mistake yet. Why am I so clumsy all the time? The women laughed and forgave me, but... Oh, how am I supposed to face them now?
Hey there, Annette. What's with the sour face? Everything okay? I don't think I've ever seen you look so miserable.
Don't tease me like that, Caspar. Can't you see I'm down?
Sorry. You know I didn't mean it. Did something happen? You don't have to share if you don't want to, but I think talking it out might help.
You might be right about that. Are you sure you don't mind?
Not at all.
Well, today they were short on staff in the dining hall, so I offered to help out, but I sort of messed up. Big.
Oh no. What happened?
All the plates in the kitchen went flying through the air, and the pots started giving off this weird blue steam.
Wow, sounds more like art than cooking to me.
The people in the dining hall saw the chaos and started panicking, and then soldiers came running. Finally, Catherine appeared and shut everyone up with a slash of Thunderbrand. All I was trying to do was help out. But in the end, I just ended up making more work for everyone. I'm awful like that.
I wouldn't worry about it too much. Accidents happen. It's not like you were trying to make a mess.
I know. The women at the dining hall laughed and forgave me. But...
Was anyone hurt?
Well, no, but...
Well, there No need to dwell on it and keep moping around. You had a bad day, but I'm sure you'll do better tomorrow.
You know what? You're right. I guess all I can do is try harder next time. Thanks, Caspar. That really did help me feel better. I can't keep moping around. I've got to work on my cooking skills. And I can count on you to be my taste tester, right? Right.
Sure. Just as long as you're not making any new art projects.
There's a lot of dust there. It looks like nobody's cleaned it in ages. No, I just can't leave it. It must be cleaned. Oh, can't quite reach. Just a little further. If only I was taller.
Miss Annette, if you carry on like that, I dare say the bookshelf shall give out in a few moments' time.
Professor Hanneman! Thank you so much. There is just so much dust up there.
I understand. I had noticed it myself, actually, and was just on my way to get a cloth for you. How about you leave this part to me?
Okay, thank you.
No need to thank me. I must admit I'm rather impressed by your keen dust-spotting eye.
I just couldn't rest easy thinking that we hadn't finished cleaning in here.
I'm quite the same. How anyone can abide dust, even hidden dust, well, I can't grasp the idea.
You and I are like two peas in a pod. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a bit rude of me.
We do seem to be similar in a number of ways, yes? So I have a spot of advice for you, if you don't mind.
Yes?
Next time you identify a dusty patch in an inaccessible location, please send for me.
That's very kind, but I wouldn't want to bother someone as busy as you.
Nonsense. I'm keen to avoid a repeat performance of the tragedy of Miss Annette and the books.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry about that. Right. Next time, I'll definitely call for you.
Indeed. I would never forgive myself if you managed to pull a whole bookcase over on yourself.
I promise that won't happen. Most likely.
Ingrid, do you have a moment? We're going to perform an opera in the cathedral. We are? Yes! It's a small one, but I need some volunteers. Let me tell you, Alois is very excited. He's already doing a ton of work for the show. I see. What's it about? Classic opera fare. A tragic love story. A princess who falls in love with a handsome commoner. But our princess, she carries the fate of her country on her shoulders. And no matter how in love she is, she can't just marry whoever she wants. Or can she? That's quite a story. Sounds tragic and beautiful. Who will be playing the princess? Me. I was a singer in an opera company, though I hope I'm not being too presumptuous casting myself. Even if you're not interested in being part of the production, you will come to see it, won't you? I'm asking everyone to dress up properly. I want it to be a stylish and elegant night. That does sound quite lovely. And I do want to go, but Please, don't worry if you can't make it. I understand we're doing this on such short notice. No, it's not that. I struggle with the elegant part of things. It's not often that I do myself up in elegant clothing and makeup and such. If fashion's your concern, lady, you're in luck. I am? If you don't dress for the occasion, no one will take you seriously. But don't worry about a thing. I'll happily work my magic on you. When it's time, I'll meet you in your room. We'll make you the most beautiful woman in the theater. Oh, goodness. Okay.
This meat is so good. I wish I could send some home to my little sis.
Raphael, what are you doing here?
Oh, I was just enjoying some of this roast. Did you want a bite?
No. I meant, what are you doing here? This isn't the dining hall.
That's funny. Of course I know this isn't a dining hall.
You know that, and yet you're stuffing your face here rather than where it's appropriate. You're not even seated.
Is that the best way to eat? If you think so, let's sit down.
You're missing the point. At least use a plate.
I don't have a plate with me, so there's nothing I can do about that now. But since when are you so proper, Ingrid?
I'm not proper at all. You're just downright crude. Have you no respect for yourself and your journey to knighthood? Knights must work from a very young age to be upstanding in all facets. You are making a mockery of all that we stand for, you!
Slow down. I can't do all this listening while I'm trying to eat.
Disgusting! Now you've spilled gravy all over your shoes and your chin. You'd better wipe that up.
Now you need everything to be neat and tidy? You're really particular.
This has nothing to do with me. It's what's expected of a knight.
Wait. All I have to do is be neat and tidy, and I can become a knight? Forget all that studying then. I'm just gonna work on being the neatest and tidiest one here.
Wait, that is not what I said.
Oh, really? You're probably right. I shouldn't bother with the neat and tidy stuff.
You are impossible.